Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball. Welcome to Seneca Lady Indians Softball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're listening to the official pregame show of the Seneca Lady Indians. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good evening, and we welcome you here to Carthage, Missouri as we get set for high school softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. I'm Ben Wolcott with you for all the action here this evening. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. It is the 2-2 Seneca Lady Indians versus the 2-2 Carthage Lady Tigers. Both these teams got their seasons underway last weekend, playing in two different tournaments. The Lady Indians played in the Aurora Kickoff Tournament, and the Lady Tigers played in the Republic Leadoff Tournament, and both teams went 2-2. Seneca looking to pick up a win in what is their lone game of the week this week. Next week, a little bit busier as they play at Neosho on Labor Day, at Monette next Tuesday, at McDonald County next Thursday, at Logan Rogersville next Friday. So 4 games next week. All 4 of them are on the road for this Seneca Lady Indian team. They don't get their home opener until the following Monday, September 14th, against Carl Junction. Carl Junction, one of the teams that Seneca lost to start the year. We'll go ahead, take a timeout, come back, start to preview the matchup after this. You're listening and watching to Seneca Lady Indian Softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
30 years of hometown service. 30 years of helping families, businesses, and communities grow. That's People's Bank of Seneca.
Since 1996, we've been dedicated to providing exceptional customer service across the 4-state area while proudly investing in you. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. PeoplesBankofSeneca.com, member FDIC.
People's Bank of Seneca. Proud supporter of area athletics.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. As sports fans, it is easy to envy successful teams. After all, everybody wants their favorite team to win, but we can get so jealous when we see other teams win. Unfortunately, these same feelings of envy often exist outside of sports too. Jealousy can quickly set in when we find out about the successes that other people experience in their lives. It's easy to compare ourselves to others, what they have or what they're doing. We can even get caught up in envy over how others serve the Lord. We must ultimately realize, however, the need to focus on our own personal obedience and heart toward Jesus. Envy can be very dangerous when taking root, but the Bible says a tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. Today, let's shift our jealous eyes away from everyone else and focus on the many blessings God graciously pours down on us. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
And we welcome you back. Is still about 20 minutes away from first pitch here in Carthage, Missouri. It is a very hot day today throughout the four states area. It's going to be a hot week throughout the week in the four states area as well. And so they've had to move start times around for softball, soccer, football, all those kind of fun things. Nothing has been moved around yet for Friday night. That one obviously will probably wait till Thursday or Friday if they need to do that. But by 7 o'clock, I think the wet bulb index temperature thing that they have to use usually is pretty low enough to be able to play at that point. But right now it says it's 98 degrees here in Carthage, Missouri, with a real field temp of 100. And you definitely feel it because sitting here, I am sweating just sitting here. So it'll be interesting to see. Last weekend, both these teams played Seneca in the Aurora tournament. It was just as hot, if not hotter, and they were playing in the morning and afternoon. Of those contests, lost to CJ 8-1 to start it. Beat Aurora 8-5. That's a big win for Seneca because that is a conference and a district opponent. Obviously, they are going to play them again in conference play 2 different times at Aurora and then host Aurora 2 different times. And those ones lost to Joplin to start Saturday before coming back and beating Hillcrest 13-2. Able to talk to new coach, head coach Mike Howard yesterday, and he said really it was just 2 innings that killed Seneca against Carl Junction. Lost 8-1. Carl Junction scored 7 of their 8 runs in 1 inning. And then, again, the Joplin game, it was a 2-0 game, and Joplin was able to score 5 runs in an inning. So that is the difference in that contest, those contests for Seneca. So if they can avoid the big innings, it looks like they'll have a shot. It's all those teams, and they will face Carl Junction and Joplin again as well. Carl Junction is the home opener on the 14th, and then Joplin is the final game of the regular season for this Seneca team. For Carthage, they started off the Branson tournament 13-1 winners over Branson. The leadoff classic, Branson 13-1. Lost to Willard and Bolivar 15-4 and 4-1 before finishing up with a victory over Cassville to end that tournament on Saturday, as those games were both Friday and a Saturday for them as well. So they went 1-1 on both of those their days as well. We'll go ahead, take a timeout again, come back and get you starting lineups, and hopefully the start of the game after this. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Across Southwest Missouri, high school sports are about so much more than the scoreboard. They're about students working hard, families filling the stands, coaches investing their time, and communities coming together to support their hometown team. At Newmac Electric Cooperative, we're proud to be part of the communities we serve, powering the homes, schools, farms, and businesses our members count on every day. From all of us at Newmac Electric, good luck to all area athletes. Newmac Electric Cooperative, your touch-tone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here this evening between Seneca and Carthage. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. Go ahead and get you those starting lineups here. Those starting lineups are sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. First for the visiting Seneca Lady Indians, like we said, they come in at 2-2 overall. Leading off is the second baseman, number 11, Haley Keene. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 25, Cordy Hancock. Batting third and doing the pitching, number 15, Kinley Summer. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 22, Ava Berry. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 21, Cassie Cahill. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 14, Addie McCarty. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 17, Josie Andrews. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 1, Kesley Plattner. And batting ninth and doing the catching here this evening, number 10, Kenzie Hale on Seneca Indian Sports Network.
I learn best by doing.
I enjoy helping others.
I want to leave my mark.
Here, I discovered what I can do and who I can become.
What begins on this campus moves into studios, hospitals, and communities around the globe.
This is Missouri Southern State University.
Explore boldly.
Care deeply.
Impact globally.
One expanded mission built with lion pride.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. More information 417-526-4984 or online at proluberepair.com.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Mid-America Specialty Markets of Seneca is a supporter of the Seneca Indians, and they're proud to bring you today's game. They provide insurance services for the four-state area, including home, auto, life, and agribusiness. Located at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, they are licensed in Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. Learn more today at midminsurance.com or call 417-451-9177. Mid-America Specialty Markets. Protecting your business and family is our specialty.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. The best teams in sports always end up with a target on their backs. Their success means that they are always being hunted by the rest of the teams in the league. In our own lives, when we make the decision to follow Jesus, it's not always easy. Noticeable changes take place that force us into the role of being hunted. We shouldn't be surprised when a target is on our back because persecution and suffering is part of our journey as followers of Jesus. 1 Peter 4:12-13 explains, "Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice insofar as you share Christ's sufferings, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed." Today, let's be encouraged that a genuine life in Christ comes at a cost, but our temporary challenges reveal we're on the right path. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
And we welcome you back as Seneca and Carthage set to do action here in a few minutes. Seneca looking for their first win against Carthage since 2017. National anthem coming up. We'll take another timeout, come back with the start of the game after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
30 years of hometown service. 30 years of helping families, businesses, and communities grow. That's People's Bank of Seneca.
Since 1996, we've been dedicated to providing exceptional customer service across the four-state area while proudly investing in you. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. PeoplesBankofSeneca.com, member FDIC.
People's Bank of Seneca. Proud supporter of area athletics.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Carthage. Good crowd here on hand on a warm day here in the four-state area. Carthage in the home white uniforms with blue trim and numbers. Seneca, the road uniforms, and I believe it's blue pants, red tops. But I may have it backwards, so we will wait and see here in a second. But Seneca looks like this. It is red pants, blue tops, white trim, and numbers for the Lady Indians. Haley Keene leads things off. Cordy Hancock batting second. Keenly Summer third. Ava Berry is your cleanup hitter. Cassie Cahill is your fifth place hitter. Addie McCarty is sixth. Josie Andrews seventh. Kesley Plattner eighth. And Kenzie Hayes is ninth. As looks like they're going to be ready to go here about 5 minutes early. 98 degrees here in Carthage for the start of this one. I'll try and get you what Carthage looks like in the field here momentarily. First pitch at 5:25, and that first pitch is high for a ball. And the count is 1-0. Emmy Stark in left, Lou Willis in center. In right field is Brecklin Abiotti for the Lady Tigers. 1-0 is fouled straight back into the screen. It counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Annie Willis at third. Bentley Williams at short. Cadence Stiles at second. Kylan Stonebreaker at first for the Lady Tigers. So that 1-1 is over for a strike. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on the leadoff hitter for Seneca. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch hit to third. Able to snag it over there at third is Willis and throws to first in plenty of time. Hard hit ball, but right out Willis, and there's one down. New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. Cordy Hancock will come to the plate now for Lady Indians. As Hill looks in for the sign. First pitch is low and inside, and the count is 1-0. Paisley Guerin is catching Maddie Hill here this evening. 1-0 the count here on Hancock. As here comes the 1-0. That ball is popped a mile in the air. Foul territory. The third baseman calls for it and can't get it. The catcher, Guerin, couldn't find it. Third baseman Willis found it, but she had a long ways to run and couldn't get to it. 1-1 the count here on Hancock. As Hancock will step back into the box here for Seneca. The 1-1 is high and inside, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Only game this week for Seneca. Carthage hosts Nixa on Thursday night as well. So that 2-1 is fouled off at the plate, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count here on the number 2 hitter for Seneca. As here comes the 2-2 from Hill. Ball is popped in the air. The shortstop, Williams, calls for it. And there are 2 down for Kinley Summer. Summer hit a 3-run home run against Aurora over the weekend. Try and get herself on. Hill looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first. First pitch to Summer is roped foul. Almost hit head coach Mike Howard over there at first base. And he's kind of laughing about it, saying, hey, straighten that one out. 0-1 the count here on Summer. As here comes the 0-1. That pitch is high, maybe inside as well. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 1-1. The pitch is outside for a ball, and the count is now 2-1. Mid-America Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, Ozark Memorial Park Cemetery and Crematory, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-1 is low, and Summer has worked it into a hitter's count here at 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 the count here on Summer. As here comes the 3-1, and that is inside for ball 4. After getting her to foul off the first pitch, 4 straight bad ones, gets a runner on for the Lady Indians. Ava Berry will come to the plate here for Seneca. As here comes the first pitch from Hill. That's fouled back straight into the screen. And the count is 0-1 on Berry. 2 outs, runner on first for Seneca. Top of the first here in Carthage. As here comes the 0-1. That hits the inside corner, and the count's quickly 0-2. Berry here need to battle. Anything close, you need to swing at. 0-2 the count here on Berry. Comes 0-2, and that is in there for a called strike 3. And that will end the inning for Seneca. No runs on no hits, no errors, and they strand 1 half inning into books. It is Seneca nothing and Carthage coming up.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
Success looks different for everyone. For some, it's growing investments. For others, it's planning ahead, managing assets, or building long-term financial confidence. At First Community Bank, our trust and wealth management team is here for you with personalized strategies and local professionals committed to helping you make informed financial decisions. With a guidance tailored to your goals, we're proud to serve individuals, families, and businesses across the communities we call home. Talk with the trust and wealth management team at First Community Bank today. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while spending on overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is a faith-based alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to insurance and join CHM today.
And we welcome you back as we get set for the bottom of the first here in Carthage. Caden Stiles, Bentley Williams, and Emmy Stark are the first three for Carthage. Kylan Stonebreaker, Brecklin Abiotti, and Jacqueline Barrett are the next three. Maddie Hill, Paisley Guerin, and Annie Willis are the final three. They're working against Kinley Summer as Josie Andrews in left, Kesley Plattner in center, and Lainey Hayes in right. Left to right in the infield, you have Addie McCarty at third, Cordy Hancock at short, Haley Keene at second, and Ava Berry at first. As here comes the first pitch to Stiles. That pitch is low for a ball, and the count is 1-0. As here comes the 1-0. That ball is hit hard up the middle, and it's a single for Stiles to start the contest. So nobody out for Bentley Williams. As this first pitch is a ball, and the count is 1-0. As here comes the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. As here comes the 1-1 to Williams. That ball is roped into right field. Right fielder makes the catch. Have a chance at a double play, and they do get it. A good job out there in right field by Lainey Hayes, and there are two gone here in Carthage, as it is an F9 and then a 9-3 putout. And they eliminate the base runner quickly. As here comes the first pitch. And that pitch is a ball to Stark, and the count is 1-0. As here comes the 1-0 pitch from Summer. And that 1-0 is low and inside, and the count is 2-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. Sun is behind the clouds at the moment. It makes it feel a little bit more manageable, as here comes the 2-0. That pitch is hit on a couple hops to short. Booted a little bit, and reaching is Emmy Stark. So an E4 on the play. Haley Keene couldn't quite get that one, and there are still 2 down for Kylan Stonebreaker. Still a chance to get out of this inning. As here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike. Runner is off on the play, and in at second is Stark. It is a called strike, so the count is 0-1. Now a base hit would give Carthage a lead potentially. Zach's Express Car Wash, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 0-1. And that is in there. Another high strike. Count is 0-2. Summer trying to get out of this inning here. Not allow that error to come back and bite Seneca. 0-2 the count here on Stonebreaker. Comes the 0-2 pitch. And that pitch is roped down the third baseline, just foul. And so we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. Seneca's Addie McCarty couldn't quite field that one, but it was foul. Count remains 0-2. So here comes another 0-2 offering. And this 0-2 is roped to right, deep over the head of the right fielder this time in Hayes. And it is an RBI double for Kylan Stonebreaker, as Carthage takes a 1-0 lead. Ball was hit hard as Brecklin Abbiati will come to the plate here for Carthage. So that first pitch is low and outside, and the count is 1-0. Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, and Toner Connections, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count here on Abbiati. So here comes the 1-0. That pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1 strike. Runner on second, a Stonebreaker who had an RBI double. Run is unearned. 1-1 the count here on Abbiati. Comes the 1-1 from Summer. That pitch is low for a ball, and the count is 2-1. Two and one the count here on Abbiati. So here comes the 2-1 from Summer. That 2-1 does not offer at, and say it's high, and the count now 3-1. Jacqueline Barrett on deck, the designated player for Carthage. Gets that far. 3-1 the count here. Comes the 3-1 from Summer. That's high and outside for ball 4. So the last 3 have reached for Carthage. Stiles got picked off on a double play, but Stark reached on an error, eventually scored Stonebreaker hit a double, and now Abiotti has walked. As Garrett will come to the plate. Barrett, for Carthage. That first pitch hits the inside corner. And the count is no balls and 1 strike. Flag lays pretty limp out there in center field. It was blowing a little bit earlier. As here comes the 0-1 from Summer. That pitch is dribbled to Hancock at short. Throws to first, high throw, and it allows Barrett to reach. And the inning to continue. As Maddie Hill will try and help her own cause. Still 2 outs here for Seneca, trying to get out of this with only the 1 run given up. Can tag any base now if you're the Lady Indians on the infield. Here comes the first pitch to Hill. And that's in there for a strike. And the count's 0-1. Can play at normal depth here if you're Seneca, because you can just throw it to any bag. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. 0-1 is high, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't afford to walk Hill because that would bring in a run. All these runs in this inning, any more would be unearned. The 1 run in is unearned. So here comes the 1-1 to Hill. Popped in the air foul, and that's going to get out of play. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count here on Hill. Summer trying to get out of this inning. As she's ahead in the count, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 offering from Summer. That is in the dirt. Good block there by catcher Kenzie Hayes. Kept it in front of her. Keeps that runner at third. 2-2 the count here on Hill. Nowhere to put her. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first. Here comes the 2-2. That ball is roped down the right field line, and it's going to be a foul ball. Hill hit it hard, but foul. So count remains 2-2. Still a pitch away from getting out of this inning if you're Seneca. Only 2 hits in the inning. Carthage has also been helped by 2 errors. Here comes the 2-2. That ball is hit in the air to right center field, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. 2 runs are going to come in. They're going to hold the runner at third. It's a 2 RBI double for Maddie Hill. And it's 3-0 here for the Lady Tigers. As you have a courtesy runner coming in for Carthage and for the pitcher. Campbell Kite is running. Paisley Guerin now at the plate. So here comes the first pitch from Summer. That is in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Number 8 hitter in the lineup here for the Lady Tigers. 0-1 the count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes. Way ahead here. See if Summer can get out of this inning. 0-2 the count. And Guerin calls time. Summer taking a little bit of time getting the pitch from her coach. Here comes the 0-2. That's fouled straight back to the screen, so Guerin keeps herself alive. Been a long bottom of the first. As here comes another 0-2 offering from Summer. That pitch is high and outside. Counts 1 and 2, trying to see if they could entice her to bite at it, and she did not. As here comes another 1-2 pitch from Summer. This 1-2 is in there for a called strike 3. And that will end the inning for Carthage. 3 runs in the inning on 3 base hits. There were 2 errors in the inning, and they strand 2. After 1, it's Carthage 3 and Seneca nothing.
You found it, the ultimate car wash. The one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 PSI of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
Forbes asked, and the people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what our customers have known for generations. We are committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Cassie Cahill to start the inning for Seneca. 5, 6, 7. Cahill, McCarty, and Andrews, the 3 due up for the Lady Indians against Hill. That first pitch is fouled out of play. Counts 0-1. Hill gave up a walk in the first, and that is the only thing she gave up. 0-1 the count here on Cahill. Popped in there, foul. And the count's 0-2. 0-2 the count here on Cahill. No balls and 2 strikes. Comes the 0-2. That's pop foul out of play. All of a sudden, he's out of softballs. 0-2, the count remains. As here comes another 0-2 from Hill. That pitch is inside for a ball, and the count is 1-2. Evan at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. 1-2 the count here on Cahill. Comes the 1-2. She's able to foul that one off. Good job of battling here for Cassie. Count remains 1-2. So here comes another 1-2 offering. She does a good job of getting a piece and staying alive on that slow one. Count remains 1-2. She's fouled off 3 pitches with 2 strikes. So here comes another 1-2. That pitch is in the dirt. And Cahill has worked it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The sun has appeared from behind the clouds, and it's kind of an interesting dynamic because the pitcher's in the sun, and the batter's in the shade. Sometimes affects the hitter. So here comes a 2-2. That's low, and she has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. And she will see a 9th pitch of the at-bat here. As here comes the 3-2. Swung on and missed. The ball gets behind the catcher. They're going to throw down, and she is safe at first base. It is a strikeout, but the wild pitch allows the runner to reach base. As Addie McCarty will come to the plate here for Seneca. So still nobody out here. See if Seneca can take advantage. Fakes the bunt, and the pitch is high. The count is 1-0. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. Visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. The 1-0 is roped down the first baseline. It's a fair ball because they're going to call it foul. It must have hit the orange bag and not the other bag. One and one the count here on McCarty. And she's going to bunt. That is a good bunt. They're going to throw to first. It is a 5-3 put out, but it's a sacrifice bunt that allows the runner to get to second. As Josie Andrews will come to the plate here for Seneca. First pitch to Andrews is behind her as it counts 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is popped up in the air. It's going to spin foul. And the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count here on Andrews. As here comes the 1-1. Popped in the air foul. That's going to get out of play. So the count is now 1-2. One and two the count. So here comes the 1-2 offering. That pitch is blooped foul. Able to get a piece and keep herself alive. Count remains 1-2. Still 1 out in the inning for Seneca. As here comes Andrew's going to step out. Now she'll get back in. 1-2, the count remains. Fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2. Andrews steps out because Hill looks like she might have a little bit of dirt in her eyes. One and two the count. Comes the 1-2. That pitch is high. So the count's now 2-2. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports, as Andrews strikes out. And there are two down now for Kesley Plattner. Two down here. So here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. And the count is 0-1. As here comes the 0-1. That pitch is high for a ball. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. She can reach. Kenzie Hayes would come to the plate. That pitch is high for a ball. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 the count. Here comes the 2-1. And that's over for a strike. And the count now 2-2. 2 outs here. Runner at second is Cahill. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. That 2-2 is inside. Maybe low as well. And the count's full at 3-2. 3-2 the count. Here comes the 3-2. And she swings at it, and it rolls foul. So we'll do this full count pitch again. Carthage scored 3 in the bottom of the first. That's where we stand here in the top of the second. As another 3-2 gets another piece. And the count remains full. As here comes another 3-2 from Hill. That's swung on and missed for strike 3. And Hill gets 3 strikeouts in the inning. For Seneca, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand 1. 1.5 in the books. It is 3-0 Carthage.
Ozark Memorial Park Crematory is now open in their Neosho location at 1000 West Harmony Suite A. They are proud to serve the Neosho area with the same compassionate and loving care that has set the standard in Joplin. They offer full traditional services, cremation, memorial services, and cemetery. They are the only locally owned crematory in Newton and McDonald counties. Learn more at Ozark Memorial Park Cemetery and Crematory.com. Ozark Memorial Park, where care doesn't end and family always comes first.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. Sports fans can be loyal to a fault. For instance, sometimes our teams make awful personnel decisions, and deep down we know that, yet we convince ourselves that the team is doing the right things. When it comes to our faith, we also try to convince ourselves that we're doing the right things, even though deep down we know that's not true. We can pretend we're obeying God, while in actuality, we're not producing fruit in our lives. The Bible says God is light and there is no darkness in him at all. So we are lying if we say we have fellowship with God, but go on living in spiritual darkness. We are not practicing the truth. We need Jesus' grace to empower us to live our lives in light. We must repent and leave the darkness behind so we can have fruitful fellowship with Him and make wise decisions. Today, let's not waste time trying to convince ourselves of a false reality. Instead, let's stick to the truth and live in the light with Jesus. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
Number 9 hitter for Carthage due up here to start the bottom of the second, Annie Willis. Let me get back to the top of the order as that first pitch is fouled off. It hit her foot in the box. The count is 0-1. Willis, and then back to the top of the orders in Stiles and Williams. As the sun has made appearance again and has made it awful hot as the sun starts to set here in southwest Missouri. 0-1 pitch popped in the air, foul, and the count's 0-2. Would have had that one if the fence wasn't in the way. 0-2 the count here on Willis. Here comes an 0-2 pitch from Summer. That 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Summer over the 2 innings. As Caden Stiles will come to the plate. She singled her first time up before getting put out in a double play. 1 out here. Carthage up 3-0. Scored all 3 of their runs in the first. All 3 were unearned. So that first pitch is down the third baseline, foul. And the count is 0-1. No balls and a strike here on Stiles. As here comes the 0-1. Pitch is popped in the air left field. Josie Andrews coming in and can't snag it. As Stiles will be in at first base. Bentley Williams will come to the plate here for Carthage. She hit into a double play, hit the ball hard to right field her first time. Nice snag in right field for Seneca by Laney Hayes and got the runner out at first. 1 out here. Here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that 0-1 is high. And the count is 1-1. Seneca girls are off the rest of the week. They have a busy week next week. 4 games in 5 days. Here comes the 1-1. That is inside for a ball. And the count is 2-1. Still 1 out in the inning. So here comes the 2-1. That pitch is high. And Williams has worked it from 0-1 to 3-1. 3-1 the count. Do want to be careful here with Williams. As here comes the 3-1. That hits the inside corner. And Summer has made the count full. 3-2 does head coach Stephanie Ray put Styles in motion. Count full, only one out. Comes the full count pitch. That pitch is roped through the left side for a single. Back-to-back singles for Carthage as Emmy Stark will come to the plate. She grounded second her first time up, but reached on an error. So here comes the first pitch to Stark. That pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-0. That's a very big secondary lead for Styles at second base. Carthage trying to tack on more here in the second. As here comes the 1-0. That pitch hits the top of the zone. And the count is 1 strike. 1-1 the count here on Stark. As here comes the 1-1. That batch is dribbled to shortstop. No play on the play. It's an infield single for Stark, and the bases are loaded for Stonebreaker, who doubled in a run her first time up. So after a K to start the inning, 3 straight singles here for Carthage. As here comes the first pitch. That ball is through the left side for a single. 1 run will come in and score. And the ball gets away. 2 runs will come in and score. I think all 3 come in and score on the play to make it 6-0. It's a single and then an E7 allows 2 of those runs to come in and score. She gets credit for at least 1 RBI, but at least one of those runs would not have come in otherwise. So that first pitch is a ball to Abiotti. So 3 more runs in the inning for Carthage makes it 6-0. 3 runs in the first, 3 more here in the second. A runner at second. That's fouled back to the screen. So it counts 1-1. One and one the count here on Abiotti. Summer looking in for the sign. Here comes the 1-1. That pitch is high, maybe outside, and the count is 2-1. Summer having to work hard here in the second, just like she did in the first. 2-1 the count. That 2-1 is fouled straight back. So the count now 2-2. Summer would love a strikeout here. I personally would love the sun to go behind some clouds. As here comes a 2-2. Does not offer at it, and the pitch is high. And the count is now full at 3-2. Pretty good pitch. Abiotti living dangerously, taking that one. As here comes the full count pitch. That pitch is singled up the middle. They're going to send the runner home. And It's an RBI single for Abiotti. Makes it 7-0. I think that run was coming in regardless of the bobble out there in center field, as Jacqueline Barrett will come to the plate for Carthage. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. First pitch is outside. Gets away from the catcher a little bit. Wild pitch allows Abiotti to get to second as Hayes couldn't quite snag it behind the plate. Another runner in scoring position here for Carthage. 1-0 the count here on Barrett. Comes the 1-0. The pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 1-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, Ozark Memorial Park Cemetery, and Crematory, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 1-1. That pitch is dribbled, and it's off of Kinley Summers' glove. And the runners will be at first and third. That one is just a little bit of bad luck for Seneca, as Matty Hill will come to the plate, and head coach Mike Howard is going to bring his entire infield in and have a conference. As right now, after striking out the first batter, as 6 straight batters have reached for Carthage here in the inning. So Coach Howard having a talk with all of his infield, not just his pitcher. Other sponsors here today: People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Zach's Express Car Wash, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Otto Springs Church of Christ, and Toner Connections. So far, 4 more runs in the inning for Carthage. Still only 1 out here in the inning. One out here. Hill doubled her last time up. First pitch. They're going to let it go through, but taking second is Barrett, as that pitch was a ball. 1-0 the count here on Hill. It's 2 runners in scoring position. 1-0 the count. As here comes the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. And the count's 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 in the first, so far 4 here in the second for Carthage. As here comes the 1-1. The pitch in the dirt, good job there blocking it by Hayes. And the count is 2-1. As here comes the 2-1 pitch. That pitch is inside, and the count now moves to 3-1. You do have an open base at first base. 3-1 the count here on Summer. So here comes the 3-1. That pitch is dribbled to third. Only play is to first. It's a 5-3 put out. The fielder's choice does allow a run to come in, as there's now a runner at third for Paisley Guerin. Guerin struck out her first time up. As here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. As here comes the 0-1 offering. That pitch is hit in the air to center field and deep, and that ball is gone. It is a 2-run home run for Paisley Guerin, and Carthage has batted around here in the inning as that makes it 10-0. As Annie Willis will come back to the plate here for the Lady Tigers. Willis struck out to start this inning. Pretty sure. That first pitch just swung on and missed. So the count is 0-1. No balls and a strike. Here. The 0-1 popped in there, foul. And the count quickly moves to 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Throws to first. It's a 6-3 putout, and that ends the inning. But for Carthage in the inning, they get 7 runs in the inning. And we stray into 1. We will take a timeout, come back with the third here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
30 years of hometown service. 30 years of helping families, businesses, and communities grow. That's People's Bank of Seneca.
Since 1996, we've been dedicated to providing exceptional customer service across the 4-state area while proudly investing in you. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com, member FDIC.
People's Bank of Seneca. Proud supporter of area athletics.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Seneca will have their 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up here in the top of the third inning here. As that first pitch is hit to second base, throws to first in time, and there is one down here. So get back now to the top of the order. And Haley Keene, everyone at the Neosho Daily News, wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Keene grounded to third base her first time up. So here comes the first pitch to her, and that's in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. Hancock on deck. She popped out to shortstop in her lone plate appearance. 0-1 the count. Comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers. Past 140 years, you may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. As here comes 0-2, and that pitch is low. And the count is 1-2. As here comes the 1-2. That is outside. She has worked it from 0-2 to 2-2. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com. KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports. 2-2 pops in the air, foul. Back to the screen. It's a piece to keep yourself alive. Seneca travels to Lamar football-wise on Friday night. Should be a very entertaining game. Here comes another 2-2 to Keene. Ball is popped in the air to second base. And the second baseman snags it for out number 2. It's Cordy Hancock will come to the plate here for Seneca. So 2 outs here in the inning. As here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Fooled her a little bit on the off spin. The count is 0-1. Won the count. The 1 is dribbled to the shortstop. Shortstop throws to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Hill and the Carthage Tigers. Head to the bottom of the third. It's 10-0 Carthage.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden.
Access Family Care serves all of your health care needs, from behavioral health to dental services to primary medical needs. AccessFamilyCare.org. Women's health, OBGYN services. AccessFamilyCare.org, with locations across Southwest Missouri. AccessFamilyCare.org. Quality, convenient health care. Access Family Care medical and dental clinics. Building relationships, providing great care.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians! Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchofChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
Bentley Williams to the leadoff inning here for Carthage, as she will call time. 2, 3, and 4, Williams, Stark, and Stonebreaker. the 3 scheduled hitters for Carthage here in the third. 7 runs on 7 hits in the second. That first pitch is fouled. Counts 0-1. It's also an error by Seneca. Oh, and 1 the count here on Williams. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. That is low and in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count here on Williams. As here comes the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Williams has singled and also flown out to right field today. 1-2 the count here on Williams. Here comes the 1-2. That ball is poked in there to left field. Andrews going over and snags it out there in left field. And there is 1 down. So 1 out here in the inning as Emmy Stark comes to the plate. She reached on an error and singled. Stonebreaker is a single and a double to her credit, as they have not been able to get these 2 Lady Tigers out. So here comes the first pitch to Stark, grounded. Summer has it go off of her glove and no play. An infield single for Stark. Not a hard hit ball, just once it went off the glove of Summer, nothing you can do there. It's Kylan Stonebreaker will come to the plate here for Carthage. Single and double here in the contest. First pitch is low for a ball. As in safely at second base is Stark. 1-0 the count here on Stonebreaker. As here comes the 1-0. The pitch is in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. One and 1 the count here. Here comes the 1-1. That pitch is in there for a strike. Another off-speed pitch. Counts 1-2. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. So here comes the 1-2. That pitch is fouled off at the plate, so Stonebreaker keeps herself alive. Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, Ozark Memorial Park Cemetery, and Crematory, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-2 the count here on Stonebreaker still. So here comes the 1-2. That ball is lifted in the air to left center field. Andrews calling for it out there in left field. The runner is tagging on the play, and safely at third base is Stark. But it is an F7, and there are 2 down now for Brecklin Abbiati, who has reached on a walk and has singled. If Seneca can get out of this inning with no more runs given up. As here comes the first pitch. And it gets by the catcher. Coming in safely on the wild pitch is Stark. So that makes it 11-0. And 1-0 the count here on Abbiati. That's what taking those bases on outs will do for you. 1-0 the count here on Abiotti. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is low. And the count's 2-0. See if Abiotti has a green light special here. 2-0 the count. Here comes the 2-0. That 2-0 pitch is low. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes. See if Abiotti has a green light here, if she's taken. 3-0 the count here. Summer looks to fire one in there. Here comes the 3-0. That is in there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. So here comes the 3-1 from Summer. That 3-1 is fisted in the air, and it's a fair ball. Down the right field line, a 2-out single for Abiotti. Jacqueline Barrett will come to the plate. Barrett has reached base both times. She's reached on an error and has also singled. So here comes the first pitch. That pitch is a ball. Good throw down there by Hayes, but in safely is Abiotti. One and 0 the count here on Barrett. As here comes the 1-0. That ball is fisted in the air to left field. It's going to fall in front of Andrews. They're going to throw home, and in safely is Abiotti. It's a single. And taking second on the throw is Barrett. As Abiotti will come in and score. And that makes it 12-0. So Maddie Hill come to the plate. People's Bank of Seneca, Carthage College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the first pitch to Hill. Popped in the air down the right field line. That's trouble. It's a fair ball. Another run will come in and score. It's an RBI single for Hill. And right now, Carthage is just hitting it where Seneca isn't. So you have a courtesy runner for Carthage. Saks Express Car Wash, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. As Guerin hit a 2-run home run her last time, if she does that again, it would end the game. So that pitch is swung on and missed. It counts 0-1. So courtesy runner steals second. 0-1 the count here on Guerin. Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Chamber of Commerce, Huddle Springs Church of Christ, Toner Connections, all sponsoring the broadcast. Comes the 0-1. So that pitch is high. The count's 1-1. Two outs here in the bottom of the third inning. So here comes the 1-1. That is in the dirt. It's a wild pitch. Allows the courtesy runner to get to third. 2-1 the count here on Guerin. Two and one the count. As here comes the 2-1 offering. That 2-1 is down the right field line. That's curving foul. And it is a foul ball. Counts 2-2. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. 2-2 the count. So here comes the 2-2 offering from Summer. That pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Hayes. The count is now full. Summer looking into the dugout. Now we'll look at her wristband. Here comes the 3-2 offering. That 3-2 is hit to Hancock at short. Fires to first in time. It's a 6-3 putout, and that will end the inning. For Carthage, 3 more runs in the inning on 4 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 1. 3 in the books, 13-0 Lady Tigers.
30 years of hometown service. 30 years of helping families, businesses, and communities grow. That's People's Bank of Seneca.
Since 1996, we've been dedicated to providing exceptional customer service across the 4-state area while proudly investing in you. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. PeoplesBankofSeneca.com, member FDIC.
People's Bank of Seneca. Proud supporter of area athletics.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Kinley Summer to start the inning here for Seneca. She fouls that first pitch off. Counts 0-1, 3, 4, 5. Summer, Barry, and Cahill are the 3 due up. Summer reached on a walk. Cahill reached on a strikeout wild pitch. So right now a no-hitter is going for Maddie Hill. So here comes the 0-1. That ball is popped in the air. Second baseman going to snag it. And there is one out here. So Ava Berry will come to the plate. Berry, 0 for 1 on the day, struck out her first time up. As here comes the first pitch from Hill. That is low and inside. The count is 1-0. Carthage has scored in every inning. 3 in the first, 7 in the second, and 3 in the third. So that pitch is low for a ball, and Barry way ahead, 2-0. Seneca having problems getting any kind of hard contact on Maddie Hill. 2-0 the count here. Comes the 2-0. That pitch is inside and low. The count's 3-0, and She may be taking the entire way here. 3-0 the count. So here comes the 3-0. Taking the entire way, and it's called strike, and the count is 3-1. That's not a horrible pitch to take if you're Barry. So here comes the 3-1 offering. That pitch is fisted in the air, and it's going to go foul. So the count is now full at 3-2. So Hill has worked it from 3-0 to 3-2. As here comes the full count pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 4. 1 out walk for Seneca. Third base runner for the Lady Indians. Cassie Cahill will come to the plate. Cahill struck out her first time, but reached first on a wild pitch. As here comes the first pitch to her. That's in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. As Hill gets a sign from Guerin. The 0-1. That pitch is looped in the air, and it is caught by the second baseman. She kind of bobbled it a little bit, but Barry did a good job of going back and making sure that she didn't get picked off. It's Addie McCarty come to the plate. McCarty had a sacrifice bunt her first time up. So here comes the first pitch. Popped in there, foul. Out of play. And the count is 0-1. Two outs here in the inning. Carthage has a 13-0 lead. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. And the count's 0-2. Now you need to protect here with 2 strikes. As here comes the 0-2. That pitch is high. They're changing the eyesight on her. Went from a high pitch to a low pitch back to a high pitch. As here comes the 1-2. That ball is laced towards the Seneca dugout, but she's able to get a piece and keep herself alive. This count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. As here comes another 1-2, and that pitch is in there for called strike 3, and that will end the inning for Seneca. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 13-0 Carthage.
Across Southwest Missouri, high school sports are about so much more than the scoreboard. They're about students working hard, families filling the stands, coaches investing their time, and communities coming together to support their hometown team. At Newmac Electric Cooperative, we're proud to be part of the communities we serve, powering the homes, schools, farms, and businesses our members count on every day. From all of us at Newmac Electric, good luck to all area athletes. Newmac Electric Cooperative, your Touchtone Energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. More information 417-526-4984 or online at proluberepair.com.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
We have a pitching change for Seneca. Haley Keene will come in and pitch, which means Kinley Summer moves to third base, and your original third baseman, Addie McCarty, moves to second base. As Keene will get 9, 1, and 2 here in the fourth. 2 runs will end it as that first pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Willis 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in the second. Struck out swinging in the... She batted twice in the second, and she was 1 for 2. That 0-1 pitch is inside, and the count is 1-1. As here comes the 1-1 from Keene. That is in the dirt. And the count is 2-1. As here comes the 2-1 from Keene. That 2-1 in the dirt, and the count is at 3-1. Three and 1 the count here on Willis. That is in there for a strike, and the count is now full at 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Willis. The 3-2, and that pitch is yanked foul behind the Carthage dugout, so we'll do the 3-2 again. The sun is setting behind the Carthage dugout, and Carthage stands. Here comes another 3-2. That is high for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Willis. It's Caden Stiles will come to the plate here for Carthage. Stiles, 1 for 3 on the day. She singled in the first, singled in the second, grounded out in the second. First pitch is in there for a strike. Stealing second on the play is Willis. 0-1 the count here on Stiles. Oh, and 1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. That is high, gets to the backstop, so taking third on the play is Willis. One and 1 the count here on Stiles. As here comes the 1-1 offering. That pitch is in the dirt, good block there by Hayes. And the count is 2-1. 2-1 pitch is roped deep into right, and that ball is up against the fence. 1 run will come in and score, and a double there for Stiles. As makes it 14-0. And the game-ending run is now at second with Stiles. It's Bentley Williams comes to the plate. She's 1 for 3. A single in the second. She's flown out to right and flown out to left. Pitch in the dirt. Good job blocked by Hayes. The count's 1-0. As here comes the 1-0. That pitch in the dirt. Good block by Hayes again. And the count is 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes here on Williams. 2-0 pitch is hit in the air to left field. It's going to dunk in, roll the wall, and that will end the contest as Williams comes in with a double. And it's a 15-0 win here for Carthage to end the contest. Carthage improves to 3-2 overall. Seneca falls to 2-3 on the season. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
30 years of hometown service. 30 years of helping families, businesses, and communities grow. That's People's Bank of Seneca.
Since 1996, we've been dedicated to providing exceptional customer service across the 4-state area while proudly investing in you. Visit us in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. PeoplesBankofSeneca.com, member FDIC.
People's Bank of Seneca. Proud supporter of area athletics.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have pre-arranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Football season is upon us, and I bet you're excited. But more importantly, CareNet Pregnancy Resource Center's 17th annual fundraising banquet is September 17th. So call today and reserve your seats.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Loud noise! What you want, do?
We were dispatched out here to the old 1400 block. Got some suspicious activity back in the alleyway. 1023, we've got 2 suspects moving a lot of boxes back here in the alley. We're gonna approach and find out what's going on here. You two, let me see some ID.
Hey, we're the office concept guys. We're selling and moving copiers as fast as we can go.
10-4 HQ, this is just a copier company. with a lot of sales going on.
Copy that.
Missourians know we've got their back. For 75 years, they've turned to Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance for dependable, personalized life insurance coverage. That's 75 years protecting families and the lives they've built. For small-town values and big-time protection, call Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
And we welcome you back for the final time as Carthage 15-0 winners here this evening over Seneca in 4 innings. They improved to 3-2 overall. Seneca falls to 2-3 on the season. Kinley Summer takes the loss. Maddie Hill gets a 4-inning no-hitter, walking 2, striking out 4. Our next Seneca softball broadcast will be on Monday night as they go to Neosho to face the Lady Wildcats. 5 p.m. scheduled first pitch, heat permitting. 4:40 pregame show from Neosho. Our next Seneca broadcast will be on Friday night as the Seneca Indian football team heads to Lamar to face the Tigers. I've been Wolcott saying so long here from Carthage. Thank you for watching Seneca Lady Indian Softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.